Welcome, everyone, to Charlotte and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 12th ranked team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Hokies will kick this deep to get us going. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Trying to get the throw off. Ball away quickly, but nobody in the area, and the official is going to call intentional grounding here. Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. This one ends up a safety.
That's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the option play. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And he drops back in the gun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Hokies will bring their punt team onto the field. And it's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. The returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The Seminoles will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The Noles will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Fires it to the wideout. And it's broken up there. Great play, a fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Nice grab. It's Adams. And he's tackled after the catch.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Punt over the middle. It's Whittington. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
The Hokies lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's 3rd down for the offense. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
Virginia Tech 2, Florida State 0.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Set up now for the extra point try. PAT is good, so the lead is 9. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He breaks into the clear. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it back to 35.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Looking downfield, it's Watts. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
Now the try for 2. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner choosing to field this one. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Fires it on the move. And he's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, and what a play for this defense.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Under pressure, just lets it go. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Back to throw. It's Watts. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over.
Tech offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Dump off caught by the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Short completion there. Second down coming up. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Hokies will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Watts. And he's got his man open downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And the Noles looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. The defense with more pre-snap movement. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll make the first down, and that scramble, that's a tough one for this defense to give up.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And the Seminoles trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on second and goal. Ball carrier tackled there. This will likely be the last play of the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
Yes, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Back to throw. It's Watts. He's moving out of the pocket. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. So it's incomplete. Caught the ball, but they ruled him out of bounds.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They'll try the option play here. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Okay, ready?
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Brings up.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him?
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin. And
here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over.
Offense makes their way on the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
So when you play cover 3, you leave your corners essentially on an island downfield. Love how the corner does a nice job of being able to stay in position, stalk the receiver, and locate the ball for that interception.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Watts. Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him at the 27. And the Hokies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And here's the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. No huddle here for the offense. Back in motion now. Here comes a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Hard running through a tackle. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Looking for his back. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Eludes a tackle. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 43. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackling inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. From the shotgun, handoff inside, and that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Back to pass. It's Watts. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And the Noles looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. He muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Florida State 33, Virginia Tech 9.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, Knowles. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the PAT is good.
That makes us Florida State 40.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now here comes the bunch formation. The wide receiver coming in motion now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the +48.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Hokies will crank up the tempo.
2nd down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
The line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Gets rid of it on the move. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really, all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line and no gain.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. He grabs it inside the 20. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. The Hokies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Hokies.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Automatic in the PAT. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout call by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The ball carrier recovers it, and the offense will keep possession.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. A handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Seminoles will have 1st and 10 here. The shotgun run call. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really
whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they got a couple good handful of two-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they can dial up.
Touchdown, Seminoles. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. What a catch. Heads up off the deflection. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Play action here on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. They're now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He shreds the tackle. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.